How to start investing in the US stock market without making expensive beginner mistakes. Most people think the first step in investing is finding the next Apple, Nvidia, or Tesla. It is not. The first step is building a system that protects you from emotion, bad information, and unnecessary risk. The US stock market lets ordinary people own pieces of public companies and participate in their long-term growth. But it is not a shortcut to instant wealth. And every popular stock does not become a winner. In this video, we'll show you how a beginner can start. Choose a brokerage account, compare stocks and ETFs, and avoid mistakes that can quietly destroy a portfolio. This is general education, personal as FedNIC, legal, or tax advice. Before opening an investing app, examine your financial foundation. Money needed for rent, emergencies, medical bills, a home down payment, or another near-term goal should not depend on what market does next month. Build an emergency reserve, understand your cash flow, and take high-interest credit card debt seriously. Paying high credit card interest while hoping your investments earn more is not a strategy. Next, identify the purpose of the money. Are you investing for retirement 30 years from now? A child's education, a home, or long-term wealth? Your goal determines your time horizon, and your time horizon affects how much volatility you can accept. Someone investing for decades may tolerate declines. That would be unacceptable for a person who needs the money in 2 years. For many Americans, the first decision is not which stock to buy. It is which account to use. A workplace 401k may offer tax advantages and an employer match. An IRA may provide additional retirement options. A taxable brokerage account offers flexibility but different tax treatment. Learn the account rules before choosing the investments inside it. Now, let's talk about the broker. Do not choose a brokerage only because its app looks modern or an influencer uses it. Verify the firm and any financial present through FINRA's broker check, and confirm whether the brokerage is a SIPC member. SIPC may help restore missing cash and securities. If a member brokerage fails, subject to legal limits, it does not reimburse you because a stock fell or your strategy failed. Compare the details that affect real investors: trading and account fees, transfer fees, fractional shares, automatic investments, customer support, research tools, tax documents, and cash sweep options. Zero commission does not mean zero cost. ETFs can charge annual expenses, and securities can have bid-ask spreads. You should also understand cash and margin accounts. In a cash account, you invest your own money. In a margin account, you borrow from the brokerage and pay interest. Borrowing can magnify gains, but it can also magnify losses and force sales at the worst possible time. Simpler is often safer while you are learning. So what should you actually buy? An individual stock gives you ownership in one company. If that company performs well, the upside can be meaningful. But one earnings report, lawsuit, product failure, leadership problem, or industry change can hit the stock hard. An ETF can hold a basket of investments and may provide broader diversification in one purchase. A broad market ETF can be a practical starting point for someone who does not want to analyze businesses every week. But not every ETF is diversified or low risk. Some focus on one industry, theme, company, image, or short-term strategy. Read the objective, holdings, expense ratio, and risk disclosures. Diversification does not guarantee a profit, but it can reduce the damage caused by one bad decision. Owning 20 technology stocks is not necessarily verifies if they react to the same economic forces. Think across companies, sectors, and, when appropriate, different asset types. Your strategy should be simple enough to follow in both exciting and frightening markets. Decide how much you can invest regularly, automate contributions when possible, and do not build your plan around predicting the perfect day to buy. Markets rise, fall, recover, and surprise us. Consistency is more controllable than prediction. This does not mean ignoring risk. U.S. markets use market-wide circuit breakers and individual stock volatility pauses, but those systems pause trading. They do not guarantee a price floor or protect your portfolio from losses. A stock can still finish a session dramatically lower. Be careful with premarket and after-hours trading. Those sessions may have fewer buyers and sellers, wider spreads, and sharper price swings. A dramatic move after an earnings report can reverse when regular trading begins. Understand your broker's rules and learn the difference between market and limit orders, options, leveraged products, and frequent short-term trading are not beginner tools simply because an app makes them easy to access. An option buyer can lose the entire premium, and some option writing strategies can create even greater losses. If you cannot explain how a product makes money, loses money, and what the worst realistic outcome is, you are not ready to use it. The biggest beginner mistake is usually behavioral. Buying because social media is excited. Selling because one red day feels unbearable. Concentrating on one story. Trading because activity feels like progress. Changing strategies every week. Or checking the account until normal volatility controls your mood. Create rules before emotions arrive. Decide what would make you buy, hold, rebalance, or sell. Write down why you own each investment. If the original reason changes, review the position. If only the price changes, do not automatically assume the business changed with it. Finally, understand taxes. In a taxable account, selling can create a capital gain or loss. In general, an asset held for more than 1 year is treated as long-term, while one held for 1 year or less is short-term. Dividends may also be taxable, and retirement accounts follow different rules. Keep records, review your broker's tax forms, and consult a qualified tax professional when needed. You do not need to become a market genius before you begin. You need a clear goal, a legitimate brokerage, an account you understand, diversified investments you can explain, costs you have reviewed, and a strategy you can follow when headlines become emotional. Start with an amount that lets you learn without putting your financial life at risk. Build the habit, improve your knowledge, and increase a contribution as your finances become stronger. Investing is not about winning every week. It is about making thoughtful decisions for long enough that time has a chance to work in your favor. What is holding you back from investing? Fear of losing money, not knowing what to buy, confusion about accounts, or feeling that you do not have enough to start? Share your answer in the comments. Subscribe for clear, practical investing education without hype. And I will see you in the next video.